What's going on, everybody? I'm Army Truck Josh and you're watching 6 Feet Jeep. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to go through exactly what I do for my off-road rig when I'm going on longer trips or even sometimes just day trips, and I'll show you what I keep in the Jeep on the daily basis or on those trips and give you all an idea of what goes along with me. If you have any recommendations or do anything different, let me know in the comments and check it out. Hope you all enjoy. So this is probably going to be a pretty short video. Don't have a whole lot of room within the back of the Jeep TJ here. This is a 2000 Jeep Wrangler TJ. It's got a 2.5 in it. We'll upgrade that later in the future. Basically just going to show what I keep in the back here. What I have loaded up already, I got snatch block and just some regular pulleys and whatnot. One of these little bandana things back here. These are zip tied in, but they're on a carabiner, so I can just unclip it from the zip tie, and that'll give me any type of pulleys or blocks that I need. Keep a little bit of paracord. It's just hung around the seatbelt strap. I also keep a shovel. That just kind of happens to sit there. I don't have a holder for it or anything, so it just hangs out and it doesn't really fall off. I'm kind of happy about that. I also have a box that's got some MREs in it. I unpack them, they fit better in here. So MREs, I did keep a bottle of water in here to activate the heaters and make some of the drinks if needed. I just keep that handy just in case I get hungry or find somebody that needs some food or whatever. Moving on, I have some umbrellas in here. They just kind of happen to hang out here. It's just what I have. They usually keep the back seat out because it's just me driving around. So there's always space back here. A lot of times I'll just leave this stuff in all the time. Over here I got a tow strap or a recovery strap. Can double as a tree saver if needed, but always got to be able to pull yourself out. There's a 10,000 pound winch on the front. Use that to hook up to trees or other vehicles if needed. On a trail ride a couple of weeks ago, it was on video, I went out with David on his property and I forgot to fill up a water jug. I usually have a metal tin that I keep with me and that's got my daily water in it, but I absolutely forgot to bring it and I didn't have anything in the Jeep. I was thirsty. It was about 90 degrees out and we were getting pretty dehydrated out in the middle of the woods and kept getting stuck. So now I keep a gallon of water on hand at all times. I'll probably upgrade to a 5-gallon container at some point, but right now I just keep a gallon in here. I have a bunch of these fuel cans. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll keep 2 or 3 of them in the back of the Jeep just in case I want to fill them up or whatever, but I keep usually 2 of them full all the time, and it's kind of handy being able to fill up after work or something and not have to stop at a gas station if I need to. But I usually keep about 2 of them back here, 3 if it's kind of loose in the back and things are sliding around. So I store a lot of my stuff in milk crates. This one here is all my fluids. There's some oil in here, there's some coolant, a pair of gloves, there's some electrical connectors, some wiring, clevis pins. I use these for my end links on my sway bars so that I can disconnect them easily. This is a socket set. I've had this for a while. Multi-tool pry bar thing. It's got all sorts of stuff. It's a hammer. Keep some duct tape, a little bit of power steering fluid, some grease, a little bit of hand soap in this crate. So this is basically my fluids crate, and I do have some tools in here as well. So that crate usually lives right there. It hangs out on the bolts on the back seat mount here, and it just kind of doesn't really go anywhere just sitting on those bolts unless I hit any really hard bumps. So that's pretty cool. This milk crate is my tools. So I got a funnel, I got some WD-40, rattle gun here. This is just a box of bits for the impact driver and some other stuff. Tire gauge, there's a whole set of crescent wrenches, or box wrenches. Screwdriver handle, so I can use manual screwdrivers. There's tire plugs, there's a hatchet in here, I have a pry bar, screwdrivers and all that. This is like a little tool caddy. I think I got it at Home Depot several years ago. It fits perfectly in the top of a milk crate. Underneath the tool caddy There is a tool bag. It's got all my screwdrivers, some electronic stuff, a rivet gun, some rivets in there. There's a pipe wrench in case I need to adjust the drag link or the tie rod up front. A pair of heavy duty jumper cables, and underneath all this there is a folding tire iron. So that's all I keep in that crate. These are all my tools, pretty much everything I'll need to work on the Jeep if I'm ever stuck in a bad situation, at least enough to make it work. So much like that one lives on the bolt on that side, the one with the fluids, this one lives on this side, sitting on the same bolts of the back seat mounts. So that's pretty cool that they just kind of stay there. Sometimes I'll stuff, I have a soft Yeti cooler that I'll stuff in between there to keep things from moving around, or if I have more water bottles I put them there too. This guy here is an invaluable piece of equipment. You can charge your phone with it, you can jump your battery off with it with the jumper cables that are attached, you can inflate your tires with it if you're in a pinch. It also has a light on it. So I'd normally go with something a little nicer, like an actual like an EverStart, or I'm sorry, this is the EverStart, like a Stanley or something like that. But this one I think I paid like 30 bucks for at Walmart on sale. It had an issue where this little guy pushes in or it charges, but that's the only issue with it, and it still works just fine and holds a charge. So good thing to have. Definitely get yourself a jump pack. This lives behind the driver's seat, between the milk crate and the driver's seat. Now, depending on my needs for keeping things cool, I'll either bring my 45 quart Yeti, or I'm not sure how big this guy is, but the Yeti soft cooler. It's the Yeti Hopper. It's the bigger one that they have. Holds ice almost as well as the coolers do, but it's just, you know, it's slightly less efficient because it's soft and doesn't have quite as much insulation. But it is waterproof. If it fills up with water and you have the zipper closed, it will not leak. Super cool, not even through the zipper. So one of those two Yetis usually goes. I also have a really large one, like a drag behind with the handle and the wheels on it, that's a Yeti as well, but it's usually way too much. It's overkill. So that's what I keep for coolers. Alright, so one other thing I keep in here is a Kanai bag. This is one of their roll-up bags. They make really good stuff. I have no affiliation with them, but their stuff's good by me. It's got some molly webbing to hang some stuff on as well. What I keep in here, I keep a shamrock for coverage or as a towel, whatever you need it for. Keep a hammock, I keep a spare set of clothes, I keep some of these little wipes I get at the dollar store, my Lucy light, and some rubber gloves, as well as a couple other little personal effects and whatnot, just stuff I want to keep up and dry, and I hang it on the back of the seat. Last but not least, I keep a Gore-Tex military style jacket in here to keep the rain off of me when it gets nasty. So I'm going to make this quick since we're talking about off-road and longer adventures. My camera's overheating on my phone, so make it as quick as I can. This is a 10,000 pound Traveler X winch from Tractor Supply Company. Comes with the synthetic line. I've got about 40 plus recoveries on this thing and it works just fine. It's got a remote and a plug-in controller, and it has better reviews than the Badland winch from Harbor Freight. So I decided to take the risk on it, and I'm super happy with my purchase on this one. So to wrap up, this is what she looks like loaded up for a couple days worth of a trip, and it's always good to go with that in it. Alright guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode. I hope y'all enjoyed everything. I appreciate if y'all liked, subscribed, left comments, shared. That all helps out the channel greatly, helps me out a lot. I'd like to thank y'all for watching 6 Feet Jeep. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one.